This is the video to demonstrate how to create a circlip. You can follow this video to complete your second exercise of week 5. The video is only for demonstration purpose. When you actually create the model, you need to follow the dimensions given by this exercise. The video demonstration will not actually follow exactly the same dimension given here. When you create the model, you need to refer back to this one to have the exactly same dimension as the dimensions given here, so as later on you can use this circlip for your final assignment. Okay, now let's start to create the circlip. After you open the solid edge, we go to New, then we go to GB Magic Part. Double check whether we are under the ordered mode. Use Extrude to create the shape of a circlip first. We're going to click over, create overall shape first. We click on the front and we click the overall shape using 2 circles. So click on circle by center point, move to the horizontal axis, and once its middle point appears, click and release the mouse button and drag. Now is the time you put the right dimension as the figure show. I just click randomly, do a demonstration. This is the first one. Then we move to the bottom part of the circle and somewhere close to here, click again, release the mouse, and then you have the smaller circle. You need to enter the right dimension based on the drawing. Click, you have the smaller circle. If somehow you made other circles like this, what you can do is click, select, and move to a circle, click, and type the delete key, it will disappear. Right, the next is we're going to actually set the distance between 2 circles. So we set distance between, we need to find the center of the circle. To find the center circle, we need to approach to the edge of the circle first. Then you can get the center of the circle. That is because the system won't know which center you're going to pick up. This center or this center if there are more than 1 circles. Therefore, you need to actually move your mouse without hold mouse button down close to the circle. When it's highlighted, then you will be able to find the center. Okay, and click and move to the horizontal line, obviously without holding mouse button down, and click again and release the mouse button and drag horizontally without holding mouse button. Then you click, now you can put in the dimension here, for example, just dimension to 15. Right, so now you have 2 circles. Now we need to actually disable this command and click on this select. Then we click on this trim command. So in the trim command here, then we can move to this line to remove this line, and this line, click and to remove this line. So we have the rough shape of the circlip now. Now we can click on close sketch to create 3D model of that shape first. Right. Now we can choose symmetric one. Right. so as you can have this one appear symmetrically. So now you need to actually enter a distance, a thickness of that one. For example, if I put 8, right, and type enter, click on finish. So I have this rough shape. On top of that, I can use the cut command. Use that plane again to create a large circle and the slopes and 2 small circles here. So for the circle in the middle, I use the circle by center point as well. You can do this and click and drag without holding mouse button down, and then you get a right distance, and then click, finish. This is the hole in the middle. For the slope here, we can use this command. It's called, we used this before, rectangle by 2 points. You can just click one layer and drag this down here. Right, now we need to set dimensions for this one. We need to set dimension between there and there to the right dimension. Right, for example, I would say 3.5, but you need to actually refer back to the drawing. Assuming the slope is 7 millimeter wide, you can click this one, smart dimension, and click this one and drag without holding mouse button down. And click 7, press enter. So you got the right width of the slope. Obviously not same as the drawing, you should actually follow the drawing. Now we use select, then we select trim. We can remove the lines we don't need. Okay, so the original shape will be trimmed by the one we just drew. Close sketch. Symmetry. So we can do both ways. Here you can enter the exactly same thickness of the Circlip or larger than that. Any value larger than that will do. Then click and click finish. So you have the shape like this. Now we just need to add 2 more holes on each side. We use cut again and select the same plane. Then we use a center circle by center point and move to the place here. Get 1 circle and another one here, same dimension. Now we need to adjust the distance between the circle to the center point by using distance between the edge of circle and center line, drag without holding mouse button down horizontally. So we put 6 here, for example. Type enter. We can do the same as this one. Click 6, enter. Now we can go to close sketch. So again, as long as you can drag, the distance is larger than the thickness of the hole, should be okay. Click and finish. Now you have a pin created. Right. Okay, if you want to change any dimension here, so the way to do that is click on select. Rather than click anything here, you have to click on these features. For example, you want to change the hole size, location of the hole. Click there and click this. Add profile. It will bring you to the point where you actually draw the circle. Then you can use smart dimension to define your circle, for example, 3, well, that's 3.00, and do the same for this one. Click and 3. So this is how do you actually change the dimension after you made the component and close. So if you want to change the slope, you can click on, finish this one first, click on this one, and click on edit profile. Then you can change this and that to change the dimension, etc. Similarly, after you close this one, you can change the feature of this finish of the first feature, which is the overall shape. That's it for the demonstration of how to make the Circlip.